You welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. This is your host, Andrew motherfucking Cruz. What's good? What's good, man? As usual, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts. Oh, got it right this time. SoundCloud, also Mixcloud, also on YouTube, also on Twitch, where you can find your boy talking about movies, TV, anime, video games, and sports. Everything is put together in harmony. But today I'm gonna get a little personal with you guys, man. I feel like that's what I needs to do as the gangster that I am. I got, some days we just have rough days. And Sunday was one of them. Yesterday was one of those rough days. Yeah, you come across a day where you're just gonna get tested. Every turn, every which way, you're just gonna get really, really tested. And things not gonna look right, and it's gonna look like you can't get a win to save your life. And to tell you the truth, Sunday was that day. Well, yesterday, which was Sunday, was that day. And you try to fight the storm, and you just can't. And you just gotta ride the waves, man. Some days you just gotta go and just ride the waves. That's what I did, man. As soon as I figured out that was one of those days where you just can't get shit right, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to try to get it right. I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to just, I'm just going to do to make sure that, I just get through the day. So my day started with me, waking up. Look, my job has got my sleep schedule to a point to where it's like, no human being should live like I do. But I got up around 12 o'clock. And no, I got up around 12 o'clock. And normally I try to get up around 11, especially on Sundays. It seemed like my body clock on Sundays used to be at like 11 o'clock, but since Uverse decided to get rid of Red Zone and NFL Network, it kind of like just took that away from me a little bit. So, 11 o'clock is the normal time now that I get up. Oh, well, not 11 o'clock. Well, around like 12-ish is now around the time I get up on Sundays. And also fantasy football, I need to get my lineup straight before 12. So everything doesn't get locked in. The problem is that I got up at like 12:10 and I'm like, oh, shnikes. Oh shit, I gotta get my starting lineup together. Oh damn. Oh, we're here. I gotta get. Oh, okay. So my lineup is straight. I'm like, all right, screw it. I did kind of set up my lineup beforehand. Of course, when I wake up, within the first quarter, I lost my number 3 wide receiver. He caught one pass for 5 yards, and I lost my number 2 running back this week, which he rushed 5 times for 23 yards. That's 2.3 points, and that's 1.5 from both players, and they both got injured within the first quarter, and they had no chance of getting back into the game. That's how my day started. Okay, so this is how my day started, is with those two getting injured, which pisses me off worse than anything in the world. And I wish that you can just switch a player out, especially if they get injured within the first 5 minutes of the game. The first 5. How do you get injured on the first pass of the game? And now all of a sudden you're going to be missing several weeks. So that's how my day started. Okay. First of all, waking up late. Second of all, losing 2 players. But we're not done yet. That's just 12 o'clock. Now let's go to 2. 2 o'clock, I'm watching the games and stuff like that. Still, optimistic that, I can win this week in fantasy football. Of course, Stephon Diggs goes off, which is great. Larry Fitzgerald, for a lack of a better word, he's he's my number 2 wide receiver. And let's just say he did not have a great week. Well, let's just say his quarterback didn't have a great week. Quarterback only throwing for 92 yards at one point within like the 3 quarters that were played. And this is a primarily passing offense. And I just didn't what? This is what you do to me? Really? I needed you, and you broke me. You hurt me this week. Okay. So we're going with that. And then we get to and then I normally go to Dunkin' Donuts. The problem is I normally go out of my way to go to Dunkin' Donuts, like like the normal Dunkin' Donuts that I go to, that the people know my order. On Sunday, so I didn't miss like too much time, and also I can go from Dunkin' Donuts, get my pre-workout, go to the gym. So I went to go do that, and this person normally makes a semi-good coffee, iced coffee. Somehow, this day, the iced coffee tastes like ass. Let me tell you, normally I could power through it. I try to power through it, but I couldn't power through drinking this coffee. This sounds like first world problems, and I promise you, I am a cheap person. So if you give me bad coffee, I can't go back and be like, hey, I need another one. But this tastes like ass. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I tried to save it. There we got this creamer that has pumpkin spice and it's sugar free, and I poured it in there. There was a lot bit of it, and it didn't save it not one bit, not one fucking bit. It still tastes like shit. I'm so angry. So at this point, I'm angry, and not just because of that. It's because if I don't have a good coffee, it kind of like it messes my day up a little bit. Like I want my day to start off good. And of course, the first couple things happen. And of course it doesn't happen well. Of course. Why not? Why let that bother me, right? So that's 3 things so far in the day that has screwed up the day. It is not going to get better. I go to the gym around 6:00. Normally, there's no one in the gym at 6:00 on fucking Sunday. Of course, this day, the gym is packed. And when I say packed, it's like 10 people in there. Like it's a really small gym. But if 10 people are in the gym, that means it's packed in the gym. There's only a couple machines, a couple free weights. So you gotta, kind of stumble through. Now the problem is that Andrew Cruz drinks his pre-workout before he walks into the gym. So I don't want to waste his pre-workout because I'm cheap once again. And so if I waste the pre-workout and I have to go and take another one, I can't do that. I know it's not safe. My body has told me it's not safe, but I take chances. You know what I'm saying? What's life without dangerous chances? That's the dangerous chances I like to take. But I went and did that. And I'm getting through the workout fairly good until I get to the free weights. Now, as I'm working out, some people don't have great gym etiquette, and they walk in front of you when you're lifting, or when you're in the middle of your workout. They like to walk in front of you when in the mirror, especially shit like that, and pick up weights. And whenever you put down a weight, they decide to pick up the weight that you just got done fucking using, even though they just watched you use it, and they just walk and never ask, hey, are you done with this? Done with these bars? Or are you done with these dumbbells? Never got asked. Never did anything. I said, what the fuck is your problem? I didn't say what the fuck is your problem because I'm a nice person. I try to avoid confrontation as much as possible. So I just said, hey man, hey, did you not see I was using that? He act like he ain't hear me. Of course, it's one of these rich folks. I'm not going to say ethnicity, but you can probably guess. And He act like he didn't hear me. So I said, hey, I was using that, right? Oh, yeah. So I tried to avoid the confrontation. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Keep it. I'm done. It's cool. I got, we'll give. It was supposed to be really a rest day, not a rest day, but like not the heaviest of lifting days. It's just when you deal with assholes, you gotta keep it moving. You just gotta keep it moving sometimes. You can't just go. Every battle is not worth fighting. Now it might sound like I was pussy and I let the shit happen, but I didn't. I just said, you know what? It's what it is. I can live with it. I'll live with not having to fuck someone up this day. I'm trying my hardest, and that's what I did. I just said, you know what? I didn't need to. I didn't. Something's telling me maybe if I did one more workout with that weight, I might get injured. You know, I'm looking at the bright side of things. That's what I did. I looked at the bright side, said, all right, cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go play tennis. Normally, when I go to play tennis, no one's on the court. Today, there's two guys on one side hitting together, which is cool. I was like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna serve anyway. Normally, the way I serve is that I serve on the opposite end, so it can caddy corner. So the ball will go caddy corner into into the yeah. So I'm doing that. I did this for about maybe 5-10 minutes. Going back and forth. I hit about maybe 20 serves, and I went to go sit down and take a little bit of a break, maybe like a 2-3 minute break. Of course, when Andrew Cruz goes sits down, apparently when somebody's sitting next to a tennis court means that they're not using the tennis court. Apparently, that's what I'm going with. It's a mixed family. The dad is black man, about maybe 6'3", 6'4", big guy. With his little daughter and his wife, and they walk onto the tennis court that I'm sitting at. I'm sitting at the tennis court. That actually it just had some nicely built benches there. It's very nice. It was very comfortable for my buttocks. So I definitely took full advantage of sitting down from, maybe it took a couple of extra half seconds I shouldn't have taken. That's on me. But I guess it looked like I was done. I guess. I don't know. Guess it looked like I was done. Maybe I was done. I don't know. Maybe he was telling me something. But they decided to park their shit onto my court that I'm hitting on. Didn't ask if I was done. Didn't ask if I was still playing. Didn't even ask if they can join the court. Just said, fuck it. We're going to start teaching our daughter how to play tennis onto this court. And not even say, actually, father looks at me, says, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? What's up, man? All right, cool. Hello. I thought he was going in the hit with the other guys. That's what I thought was going to happen. That was a damn lie. I lied to myself. They start hitting on my court. So I'm just like, yo, well, you don't see me here? Like, you didn't even ask if I was done playing. Some battles aren't worth fighting. Once again, I'm 6 foot tall, 200 something pound silk, gentleman. I don't want to beat the shit out of somebody in front of their daughter. So I said, look, man, I'm going to walk away from this. It was a great day of walking away from stuff. Possibly would have lost the fight. Don't know. Don't care. I might have won. But hey, why take the chance? Why take the chance of going to jail across the street from your house? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why do it? So I said, screw it. I'm just going to go. I'm done. All right, cool, man. This is 7 o'clock. I got to go to work within maybe 2 hours. So I go to work. Work is crappy as usual on Sundays. We have a very large flow of days. So I go to work and it's hot as hell. And my water got very warm. We didn't have any ice for the water. We are this today, of course. I mean that day, yesterday, of course, we have two of the slowest people probably in the building on our belt loading the trailers. And it's a heavy flow day. And all the boxes start to create mountains inside of the trailers. So the first trailer we get done within about maybe 30, 45 minutes. The next trailer, let me tell you what the next trailer is. So the trailer, trying to think how wide it would be. If I stretch my arms wide enough, I might. No, I don't really know. They're about within maybe arm's reach. No, fuck man, I can't even tell you how wide. Y'all know how wide a semi trailer is. Not huge. It's not a huge trailer. Not a huge like side to side type deal. And I am claustrophobic. Didn't know it until I walked into an elevator that decided to stop one day, and I started to freak the hell out. Maybe that's because the elevator stopped. Maybe because it was hot as hell. Maybe it felt like I was getting short of breath. But let me just tell you, I found out I was claustrophobic that day. So when I say that on one side of the trailer, somebody decided to put all the pallets lined up on the sides of the trailer, so it cuts off almost half of the trailer, because when you put those on one side, you got one side that's free, and in the middle you have a belt coming down inside of the middle of the trailer. So I'm sitting here. First of all, there was no one in there. I mean, it was just me at the front when it started. So it was just me in there. And I'm starting to freak out because the second person comes into my trailer to start loading. And I'm like, this ain't gonna end well for anybody, because I can't get out of the trailer. I'm stuck now. I'm already gotten to the pallets part, and I can't move them, because if I start moving them now, it's gonna back up the whole entire belt. So, which not really my job to do shit like that. Apparently, supervisor's supposed to be doing that, but of course, supervisor is a lazy motherfucker. So I'm here trying to load a trailer in that's compacted, and the spaces are very much tightening up. Like, it's starting to tighten up in there. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a big guy, but I'm not little. Maybe medium size, if that's any case for anyone. But I'm freaking out because it's too much going on, and it's getting hot, and it's getting tight. You start to kind of feel restricted. I'm getting pissed also. So I was like, yo, somebody gotta leave this trailer, because either I gotta go or you gotta go. But somebody's gotta go, because I can't do this. This is not gonna work for me. So finally, people decide to smarten up and, split us, between two different trailers. So now I'm good. I'm getting through it. I actually got through that trailer by my damn self within maybe an hour, because I'm a fast person. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I got through that. I was going to go next door. It was a mountain. I'm not climbing that mountain. I'm not going to break my ankles. You want to know why? Because I have weak ankles. I ain't going to lie. I sprained both my ankles at the same time. Why take that chance by stepping on stuff and then spraining the ankle? Why would I do that? So I didn't. So I went to the next empty. When I tell you guys, I get 70% done of this empty by myself. This is Andrew Cruz by himself loading a trailer. Get to about 60%. This motherfucker. I don't understand how I outworked two people that only worked on one trailer, and then the second one's not. I just don't understand it. So we're not going to get into that. But here's another thing: is that one of them started working on inside of the same trailer as me. Now, once again, if you're going to work slow as shit, don't step into my trailer. Don't do it just to go somewhere else. Either leave, go home. Like, the night's almost over anyway, just go home or whatever. If you're going to work like molasses, get your ass out of my trailer. But that's not the case. That happened. This motherfucker decided to walk in. Take, first of all, 5 minutes to walk into the trailer. Like, there's literally 5 boxes on the ground that for real could have been done so much quicker. But as I'm going through the wall and I'm making a wall, this dude decides to take down boxes from the wall and try to put it on different areas, not scan the fucking boxes that's on the flow. And he's going slow as shit doing it. So I'm getting pissed off. Once again, I have this revelation already that this is going to be a very frustrating day. I had to ride the wave. So I walked out. I had to walk out, went to the bathroom, chilled for a little, not didn't chill, but walked out for like maybe 2-3 minutes, try to get my air back because I'm getting pissed off and it's getting a little hot and breath is starting to, yeah, fuck it. So let me walk out, come back in. So come back in. I put something on the top of the wall. I go through like 2 or 3 boxes for his like one half a box. I don't even know if you can. Scanning it is like probably the first thing he does. And the next thing this fucker does is take the box from the top of the fucking wall, gets it and puts it on a different side, on his side of the of the wall. Let me tell you, I had a box in my hand. I threw that shit against the wall and walked the fuck out. I went and did recycles because I was gonna cuss this motherfucker out. I was this close because I'm already pissed off. You're going slow as shit. You practically slowed me down to do that. You're slowing me down to do what exactly? You didn't fix the wall. You just really just did it to piss me off. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna go do recycles. At least when I leave, I do work when I leave. I won't say what else. We won't talk about other people. Some people go take a rest break. I don't ask questions. I just give answers. I just do my job. Whew. Yeah, this is 22 minutes long, and I still got more shit. That's sad, but I still got more shit. This is all work. The rest of this night is work stuff. You know, and when I go take recycles, I have people put boxes that's not even on my belt on my tables, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave this table here then. Because clearly you need this table. I'm not taking it over to a belt that's out of my way. Why would I want to walk out of my way to go to my belt? You sick. I say, here you go. Here's the table. You can have it. I said, I'm not putting it over there. You know, I'm trying to. I got shit to do. I got my own recycles to do. Why are you fucking with me? So I left the table there, and then end of the night. Apparently people had to go. And apparently they have shit to do in the morning. Unlike me, apparently I don't have shit to do. I'm not asked, so it's all good. I can live with with that. And they let people out. They let everyone else out from the belt except for me. And I'm the last person that scans in the boxes, that does recycles. And I'm sitting here, I'm just like, today was not my day. I get to that realization, like, this ain't my fucking day. This all it is. It's a bad day. It's a really, 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 really bad day. I didn't even talk about the other thing that happened. 37-10. Bunch of pussies that wear green. Yeah, I said it. Y'all act like, oh, here's the deal. If you're going to act like high schoolers and start talking about each other and stuff like that, and you're doing the media thing, like, oh, well, this person missed practice. Oh, well, maybe you should be at practice, or maybe you should stop taking steroids, or maybe you should put a little bit more effort. Maybe you should do this. And maybe, we're going to guarantee a win against, a team that every time we play them, we play soft as shit. Soft as shit against them every single time since the Chip Kelly era. You know what's funny? I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about this last night. Before I get into that The Eagles haven't played that rivalry game. I'm talking about any rivalry game between Dallas Giants and Redskins since the Chip Kelly era with any like veracity. That as bad as Chip Kelly was for the Eagles, he did one thing right. He did one thing completely right. And that was when it was time for a rivalry game against the Giants, the Redskins, or the Cowboys, even though he probably lost, I think, more than the ones that he won. He beat the shit out of them. The Giants, the one thing I can tell you about the Giants game, there was one Giants game in particular where the Eagles shut them out. The Giants were trying to, I think the Giants went for like a fourth down or something. I forgot what they did. But you could just see him on the sideline laughing because they're shutting them out. And he was like, y'all think y'all going to score on us? Are you serious? He's sitting there on the sideline, like pointing at it like, you see this? You see these guys? They're trying to score. They're like, no, they're not going to score. We don't have that anymore. There's none of that. There's no stomping their throats. It's like happy-go-lucky. Everybody else is trying to stomp our throats out. But they're not. And it seems soft as hell to me because I feel like if it's a rivalry game, especially if number one in the NFC East is on the line, you would think you will come out focused, prepared, and pissed off and jacked for the game. It seemed like there was no energy. It seemed like there was none of that veracity. It seemed very soft to me. It's like this year, it's even last year, this year and last year, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, when Carson Wentz was on his MVP caliber race, when he was doing everything he can to win the games that he was in for the Eagles, it seemed like they were having more fun. There was a lot more celebrations during the touchdowns, during interceptions, during everything. It seemed like it was a lot more fun. They seemed looser. They seemed like they were ready to play football. They were having fun. They were playing a child's game. It seemed like that part of the game has been lost for the Eagles. It's been very much lost for almost 2 years now since they won this. It seemed like them winning the Super Bowl made them uptight, made them think that, oh, well, Doug said this is the new normal. No, homie. The new normal was you having fun with this shit. And it just seems like they're not having fun. This isn't fun anymore. We're in a business. Like, we're going to talk about each other behind each other's backs through the locker room. We're going to deal through the media. We got an anonymous person talking about Wentz and the offense and defense and blah, blah, blah. Why wasn't this a problem 2 years ago? Because everybody's uptight. Everybody sees that you are 3-4 right now, and you are on an avalanche. You're on an avalanche, and you are having the worst couple weeks of your lives. Well, probably not. You probably had more shittier weeks, but the past 2 weeks of your football lives, you're having a very hard time getting through these couple weeks. You know, you talk shit about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins goes and throws for 300 some odd yards and like 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns? I think he had 3 touchdowns. Talk shit about him, whatever. The next week, your coach decides that he wants to go and say something about guaranteeing wins. Now you're uptight because you got to uphold that shit. And now you're playing tight. Now you're not having fun. The game stopped being fun for you. It started becoming a job. I think that the Eagles need to find their fun again. I think that they need to enjoy being out there again, even through the losses. Even when they lost to I think they lost. That was last year. I forgot who they lost to. Like I said, they have one of those. They always have a game where the defense just blunders. They also have a game where they get blown the fuck out. You played both of those games now. You also played the games where you didn't show up. But you're not, even the games that they won, like the Redskins game, it wasn't fun. That wasn't a fun game. That was uptight. You came in the season uptight. You stopped celebrating. I haven't seen not one celebration, not one team celebration this whole entire year. I don't remember seeing one. Maybe it's just like you run up and, oh, we're gonna tap you in. There used to be choreographed celebrations. It just used to be fun. It used to be a fun time to watch an Eagles game. And now it just seems like since they're uptight, the fans are uptight. And I know yesterday I said some pieces that probably should have never been said, but still to this day, I mean, even today, I will still agree that I'm right about it. Since Mike Groh became the offensive coordinator, this offense has become stagnant. When Frank Wright was the offensive coordinator, it was free flowing. It seemed like the offense was so much better. It seemed like the defense kind of just fed off the offense's energy. It seemed like they were feeding off of each other's energy. They're not doing that anymore. It's not happening. That's not the case. They both sides used to have fun playing this game, and they're not. They need to get back to that. They need to stop this backstabbing, bitch ass shit. No. The anonymous sources, the talking about each other in the media, the pointing fingers, we need to look in the mirror and get better. What is this, Bill O'Brien? Is this we the Texans now? We gotta start looking in the mirror a lot more. We say this every week. We need to look in the mirror and get our lives together. No, you need to look at each other. You need to look at the next guy in the room. You need to look at the guy across the room. You need to look at the guy that's running the room. You need to do all that. All the leaders need to go back, look at everybody in that fucking locker room, and you tell them you lost against the Cowboys. The season ain't over. It's only 7 fucking games. We got 9 more games. I'm sitting here trying to do math in my head, like, how many games do we got left? Oh shit. I went to college. 9 games. So we got 9 games. We got 9 games left. Who said we can't go 9 games in a row? Who says that? But if Sean Taylor's coming barreling down at you, you're going to get alligator arms too. I promise. You're going to get alligator arms too. You're going to sit here and say, well, I'm going to take the hit from Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was a monster. You don't mess with Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was a linebacker playing safety that was as fast as a wide receiver, as fast as a corner and a wide receiver. That's who Sean Taylor was. That's how hard any hit, just as hard as a linebacker. No, you weren't taking that hit full on from Sean Taylor. Sorry to give y'all that news. Todd Pinkston had a point. That was a business decision, even though it was a punk ass decision. It seemed like he might have had the angle on Sean Taylor. But what Nelson Aguilar did is unexcusable, and y'all do not need to let him off the hook for that. But if you're going to win games, you got to relax. Everything's too tight. Oh man, they don't have a deep threat. So what? So what? Torrey Smith was the deep threat for the Eagles. Torrey Smith dropped like 10 passes that year. Sorry, no, he probably didn't. My bad, Torrey Smith. You probably didn't probably didn't drop 10 passes that year. Don't. I'm sorry. My bad. You didn't drop that many passes. My bad. You dropped a few though. You did drop a few. Hey, you dropped a few though. That was a Super Bowl year. You did drop a few. Nelson Aguilar wasn't dropping anything. You want to know why? Because Nelson Aguilar wasn't playing stiff. Alshon Jeffrey wasn't playing stiff. Zach Ertz wasn't playing stiff. Carson Wentz wasn't playing stiff. They need to get back to what they were doing best, and that is free flowing. That is having fun with this game. It's a child's game, baby. The football, either the NFL told them to stop celebrating, or they just felt like they needed to stop doing that. Everything's just a business call. Look, the only time you need to start doing a business decisions, or not business decisions, a business-like mindset is when you get to the playoffs. It's the only time you need to really do that. During the season, have fun, man. Have fun. Even the interceptions, you didn't celebrate any interceptions. You just say, oh, good job. Yeah. Okay. Load up. Here we go. Okay. Whoa. All right, good. No. start having fun again. They stopped having fun. Let's have some fun, baby. We won this Super Bowl like this. Let's have some fun. That's the first. You know what's crazy? I can tell you when the fun stopped. I can tell you when I first really noticed it. And that was last week when Carson Wentz got hit and he actually reacted after he got hit. Like, I know it was a late hit or some extra actionness was going on, but I've never seen Carson Wentz react to anyone like that, pissed off, like in anger. I've never seen that before, ever. And it's weird for me to see that because that's not who he is, unless it is maybe who he is. But when we've seen him for the past, 4 years, he's never reacted like that. Ever. I've never seen him react like that. And it's crazy that that's the case. Now, did that make my day bad? Yes, it did. Watching my favorite team lose to the team I hate the most, which is Dallas Cowboys, by 27 points, and really they showed no damn effort in whatsoever. Yes, it made my day bad because that's how much I love my teams. And also, I said I can't wait till basketball season starts, which is tomorrow. Oh shit, it is tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a basketball preview tomorrow. Goodness gracious. I haven't even talked movies and TV yet. This is weird. And also, I haven't even talked the anime subject that I was going to do today. I will do that. But I wanted to get through this real quick. This like it's Monday inspirational for you guys. I know it's like 37 minutes long of me talking about the bad things, but let's talk about the good things. I'm here. I'm telling you about it. That's all that matters. You want to have the worst day of your life some days. You're going to have all the chips are down and it feels like things ain't going to go right. It feels like the wave is crashing into you and you can't get up and find the breath. You can't find the air. You're seeing the sun, but you can't feel the air hitting you. And I want you, whoever's listening or whoever looks at it, or whoever sees this later on, I want you to know that even when all those chips are down, even when that day is the worst it can be, and everybody's like, seems like the world is against you, you're still here to tell your story. You're still here to live through that. You're still here to learn from it. Like I learned that if I get pissed off, it might be better just to walk away. Normally back in the day, I'll go and, say some pieces to people. And I left it be because I'd rather know that I'm the better person in this situation than the person across from me. Then I'm not going to have it's Murphy Law, right? Every action has a reaction. If I go and I say something to you, I start cussing you out, I start, oh man, what the fuck are you doing? Now we're both in the wrong. Two wrongs don't make it right, right? But if I can walk away from you and not cuss you out and not come to a point where I want to whoop your ass, not just I win or anything like that, but I feel better about myself. I survived a day where nothing went right. And I didn't turn into the Joker. I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't hurt myself. But I'm better today than I was yesterday. Today was better. Today, I woke up today. It was so much better. I went to the gym earlier. I got up, got some coffee. Guess what? The coffee was good today. Had great. The coffee was good. I didn't have to try to put in any pumpkin spice or anything like that to save it. I didn't have to do any of that. My day was great. I'm here. I'm telling you my story. What I want to say is that don't let one day fuck up everything else. Because that's all it takes is one of those reactions having dire consequences behind those reactions. Now, sometimes maybe you need to step up and say, look, maybe sometimes you it might, no, fuck that. It may sound like that I'm pussing out a little bit, but I feel like me being older, me being wiser a little bit, I'm like Merlin, you know what I'm saying? I'm not 1,000 years old. I was actually told one day by a person that he was 4,000 years old, by the way. That was the most ridiculous conversation I ever had in my fucking life with a human being. I will never want to have that conversation again with that person. But yes, that's actually very real. It's the person told me that he was 4,000 years old. 4,000. Like he's been alive on this earth for 4,000 years, and also he witnessed, not mass murders. What did he say? What did he say? He mentioned public executions and stuff like that, like the back old English shit with the guillotine. That's what he told me he witnessed. It was a very weird conversation. I see the person every day. What was I at? I forgot what I was saying. But oh yeah, that's what it was. Be able to tell your story tomorrow. That's what it is. That's where I'm at. Be able to tell your story tomorrow and see the humor in it. It's just pretty fun. It's pretty hilarious. It's like first world problems, and then it's work problems, then it's sports problems. But today was great. I had a better day today. I didn't win any games at Apex yesterday. You know what I did today? I won a game in Apex. And I got the final kill on that bad boy. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's the video game part of it. You're welcome. So, yeah. That was, I'm good. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm doing better. Probably tonight at work it's going to suck, but it's life. But today was better. Except for fantasy wise, of course, Le'Veon Bell. What are we doing here, man? We really got to play like shit against New England. We really can't lax. Like, calm down, New England. Like, stop playing so hard. But let me get to movies and TV though, man. Just remember, be able to tell your story tomorrow or the next day, whatever day you got, whatever day is the bad day. Be able to tell the story the next day. That's all. That's how I feel. Find a humor in it. Shit's hilarious. Find an inspiration in it. Like, I did not fucking punch anyone in the face. I did not curse anyone the fuck out. It came very close, but I did not do it. I was pissed, and also I blasted Homicide by Logic. But that's just life, man. Sometimes you just got blasting music, just not hurt anyone. So Logic featuring Eminem, by the way. So movie and TV. What did I watch this weekend? Shit, I didn't watch anything this weekend. Oh yeah, I did. I watched Batwoman. I watched Batwoman on CW Network, the new CW DC show right now. It's Arrow. It's Arrow with a female lead. It's literally that's what it is. Yep, that's what it is. It's Arrow with a female lead. It's early Arrow with a female lead, by the way. And if she didn't have like the first monologue where it's like, I'm Oliver Queen and I am the Arrow, I'm avenging my father's, like, it would be Arrow. That's exactly what it is. I'm sick of people talking about the costume. I don't understand. She's wearing Batman's costume. We understand that part. It's not going to look great on a woman because it's Batman's costume. She has her own costume with the red hair. Come on, man. It's built for a 6'5" dude. What do you think it's going to look like? It's going to look great? No, it's not built for her. It's built for Bruce Wayne. We're going to get Cassie Cage's. We're going to get Cassie Cain's costume. Then it's going to look better. Actually, her costume from fuck. What was the crossover showing? I always forget because I want to say Crisis on Infinite Earths, but I know it's not Crisis on. I know it's. I'll remember it later. But the costume that she had on from that looked like it looked amazing on her, especially with the the red hair and everything like that we know from from Batwoman. And the costume wasn't. It's supposed to look bad on her. It's not supposed to look great on her. That's the way the story is supposed to. It's not supposed to look like that. Let's calm down with the criticism of the costume. That's not the final one. Shut up. I'm sick of hearing other people say this. The costume looks like crap. I don't like the costume. It looks rubbery. The costume is this. The costume is that. What? Shut up. This is it's what? Huh? How don't you understand what the storyline is? How don't you understand the humor in it? Like it's not supposed to look right on her, idiot. Okay, so but overall, yeah, it's Arrow. It is early-ish Arrow with the practical effects. I like that, and my biggest problem, my biggest scare with her was is Ruby Rose going to be able to hide her not maybe not hide her accent, but like yeah, pretty much hide her accent, and her accent doesn't even show out in the show, and she's really a really good action actress. Am I supposed to say actor? I don't know. I don't even know pronouns anymore. Whatever. I think I think she's done a great job so far. If it has the same success as Arrow, sky's the limit for Batwoman. But I know a lot of people don't like it so far. Or they're doing the whole audience bombing thing or whatever the hell shit review bomb crap y'all do. Like you really don't have that much of a life. Like, please review bomb me. Please review me. Please review me. Not review bomb. Well, if it was a 1 and it has constructive criticism behind it, I wouldn't mind. But you know, it is what it is. But no, but you need to have you gotta I think that the show is great. Not great, but it's not bad. It's good. I mean, this is good. Fuck, man. I don't think it's gonna be as good as Arrow though. I don't think anything's gonna be as good as Arrow started off being. And Flash. Flash first season was actually really good too. I haven't watched Supergirl because mostly I hate Superman's arc, and Supergirl's a part of that arc, so I refuse to watch that. I watch anything Batman though. Also, we got our first look at Vin Diesel in Bloodshot. The trailer that we've been waiting on for like a year now. I think literally we've been waiting over a year for any type of information about Bloodshot, and we finally got it. And I have very, very mixed feelings about it. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do with this movie. Is it going to be rated R? Is it going to, because there's a lot of gore, especially with Bloodshot. Bloodshot's a murderer. That dude's a killer. If he's from Valiant Comics, and he didn't really don the big red circle on his chest yet. I don't think he is. It doesn't look like he is. Then again, it's the first trailer that we've been waiting on for a year. So it didn't really sell me on the movie. Maybe the next trailer will. But why am I talking like this? Because again, trying to accentuate. No, but I wasn't a fan of the trailer. Like, we've been waiting on this for how long? And it's just like, what? What are we here for? Like, that was it? That's all you gave us? Why is every movie, by the way, why does every movie with Vin Diesel, like, that's like action kind of, except for the Riddicks, because Riddicks are kind of like pre-made. Why does every movie that he's in that's like kind of like a drama slash acting, slash like, you know, I don't know how to really explain it. Like Men Apart. Why is his wife always dead? Why does his wife always get killed? It seems like every movie he's in, his wife is killed, and then somehow he's avenging his wife every time. I've never understood that. What? Is every movie gonna be like this? Goodness gracious! Look, like even Fast and the Furious. Thought Letty died. He thought that he was avenging Letty the whole time. Men Apart. Wife was killed in front of him. This movie, wife probably was killed in front of him. Who knows? Why? I just want to know. It's just a question. It's a question. It's a question. But no, I've always been a big Vin Diesel fan, though. That's the crazy part about it. I think Men Apart is one of the greatest movies ever put together, and that's definitely a top 10 movie in my opinion. Men Apart was perfectly. It was a really well acted movie with him and Lauren Tate. Well acted. do I talk about? I ain't gonna talk about. I'll talk about Power tomorrow when I do. I'm gonna do the NBA preview tomorrow, by the way, and I also wanted to talk about Power because I haven't talked about that in a couple of weeks, and it's on hiatus without telling people. You rat bastards. Yeah, man. Bloodshot looked like it was gonna be looks like it's one of those comic book movies that would make sense to have to be out. So we'll see. Yeah. All right. So I didn't get to talk about anime last week, so I'm going to talk about anime right meow. I watched My Hero Academia season 4, episode 1. Episode 2 came out last night, so I'm gonna go and do my whole like cardio thing and watch it because I actually got through the whole episode doing it that way last week. So My Hero Academia episode 1 was a filler episode. Why the fuck would you start off this season with a filler episode? Why would you start first of all, we've been waiting a whole year. So we waited a whole year since the end of season 3 after all the kids got their asses whooped by the big three seniors. Well, really big one. When dude beat the hell out of all of them. Why would you start the new season with a fucking filler episode? Now, normally I try to look optimistic. I mean, look, this season looks like it's about to pan out to be a really one of those great anime seasons of a show. But I'm just trying to understand, like, why did you start this season out for damn filler, man? What? We started off with a filler? We didn't even see everybody. Not everybody even talked. But we started out with a filler episode. And it was actually not. It wasn't a bad. Once again, wasn't a bad episode. But this could have been done last season. Maybe even the episode before they fought the big three of the senior class. They probably could have had this episode and then maybe had something for season 4 differently. You know, because we're finding out, All Might just retired, which needed to happen. All Might retired. We're like the newspaper people are trying to find out who's going to be the next All Might. And we find out that there's another quirk that this guy has a quirk that he's a freelance writer and he could take a picture of anything. They always wondered how he was getting pictures. And his quirk is that he can create camera lenses inside of his arms, anywhere on his body. His body is a camera lens. By the way, my fault. This was if you haven't seen it, my fault. It's a spoiler. My bad. Spoilers. It's gonna be definitely spoilers of this. My fault. That's on me. But yeah, man, I didn't understand why they started the season off with a filler. I'm not a fan of that. Maybe it's just because I'm not a fan of God, why am I keep saying spoilers? I'm not a fan of filler episodes, especially when Bleach was doing it. It's Bleach. I do have to say one thing about Bleach though. As much as I love Bleach, that's my top anime of all time. Their filler episodes were by far the worst episodes of fillers I ever watched of an anime in my life. It's the worst fillers ever. I hate them. I hate Don Kanoji. If I ever see Don Kanoji or Cone, like whenever I know it's a filler episode when Cone is the main person in the episode, and I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be crappy. Every time I see Don Kanoji, I knew this is gonna be a filler episode, and this is gonna suck. So, yeah. So we're there. We got there. So hopefully next episode looks like we're gearing up for some action. I'm very excited to see what happens. So I'll definitely report on that on Wednesday. So I'm gonna post a question on IG today. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna happen. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna make that happen. We're gonna do that part of the story. Yeah. So we're gonna post a question, especially about since Halloween is coming up. We're gonna talk about probably on Wednesday. We're gonna talk about scary video games, scary animes, scary cartoons, maybe even. I don't know. Probably get to that too. Probably do some scary stuff, especially since Halloween is coming up, and I like to get, we're gonna get scared a little bit. And then also possible huge announcement. I've been thinking about doing stuff. Been thinking about doing some things behind the scenes. So definitely might have an announcement for that very soon. Also, I would like to say to thank everyone that's been listening and liking everything on Instagram. Hopefully, you guys continue to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also to the Twitch, and also to the Apple Podcasts part. I mean, Apple Podcasts too, and also leave a rating. And also leave a rating and review. And constructive criticism. Please don't be a dick. That's all I ask. That's all I ask, because I will be a dick back. Trust me, I can do it. I got some jokes sometimes. Depends on how my mind is working that day. I'm feeling pretty good right now. But I want to thank everybody for listening. If you enjoyed it, so that's the show right now. I mean, oh man, I'm almost at an hour, and I spent almost 30 minutes talking about myself. That's what I do. So, but with that, I want to thank everybody for listening to the Cruising Podcast. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully, I helped you guys. If you're having a bad day, hey man, just look at me, man. I'm smiling. I'm doing all that smiling, profiling. Woo! Always find that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, baby. That's all it is, man. There's a light. There's a huge, bright, beautiful light at the end of the tunnel. Not talking about what you think I'm talking about. I'm talking about good things to come out of that tunnel. There's great things to come out of that tunnel. You just gotta get through the tunnel. You gotta ride that wave, baby. You gotta surf it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. I don't know. I ain't got anything else for you. That's all I got. But with that, I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I want you guys to understand that my bad for last week. I will definitely be on a better schedule this week coming. Tomorrow, I am having a preview of the NBA season, who I think is going to get to the finals, who I think is going to make even playoffs. I'm not going to talk about MVP. There's too much stuff going on right there. But I want to talk about teams and stuff. And yeah, stay tuned to that. Yeah. And with that, I want to thank you guys so much for listening. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on YouTube, on Twitch, also on SoundCloud, Mixcloud, and Apple Podcasts as usual. Also, you can find the Cruising Podcast on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, and also you can find the Cruising Podcast and also other posts, even though I barely use it sometimes. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to have it anyway on my Twitter, on the Twitter at Nicetown Finest, which is also my gamer tag on PlayStation if you want these hands. So with that, thank you guys so much for listening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for NBA and power discussion. Deuces. How do I turn this off? Boom.